twakwakira umureba wa Ram TV tumwisange cyo gukora ne chamani kushanga ngo ya chano yitoriyo no turebe shahezi nko kutwagambire urwakasha tuntwa dukusiyaho program yitejo kwega no kumanya haitu kuretera abakugu ombintu byone tukubasa kuretera bakakwegera cyo bakwegesa ne cyo bakumanyisa irizo mujenyine Dr. Muhumza Godfrey reka banza gambeho ni imwe yanjure kandi abahereze ntande yabiniro mwaze gorizo.
Yes, webare mnonga kunyakira mwami Rogers necyo mcisha mpango kuja Ram TV umwazi yogo amazina ganje ninye Godfrey Muhumza andi omushaho kandi omushaho w'abantu ngoma binjye bacaraga kubuzo ryo mushaho webishoro ryo mushaho wa nyondi omushaho w'abantu konka obwahati ninkorana okata wellness solutions ekitongore ekirikwebembeza amagara kandi nangwa numbereho mirungi ey'abantu bebari mnonga
okata.
Yes,
okata wagira ne kora cye echamani like main objective.
Yes, okata wellness solutions n'ekitongore cy'omufirika okukijire kikija ahabw'empinda hinduka yensi na muno abafirika embereho yitu. So mshija yagira ati abwenche tari kutandika ekitongore cyakubasa kuyamba abantu no mu magara gense ekintu etaga ebintu bibiri byonka nitwetaga kubaho oyine sente kandi no yetaga kubaho oyina amagara marungi nibyo bintu bibiri ebinde byasigara nibasa kwija bwanyuma. So mshija yagira ati ombinte byone byarabire bikusinga tongore byarabire ukigumire kushanga ekitongore nkifokasinga ahamagara go muntu kandi nangwa nantunguka yo muntu. So ukata byo bintu byo kufokasingaho konka still channel nesigare yemwe y'amagara marungi na haiturukora system eri endijo eyembereho mirungi ey'abantu nangana mu byentunguka. So amagara marungi n'ikintu kikuru kandi nangwa kentanda yito kwera bere izoba very sure kugira ngo nekigenderwa kikuru kandi okata ekiyatandishireho kandi ndushuwa ngo kiro kutuhereza bari mnonga
sitakushisha bwire reko mwami Godfrey tugambere ntanda yatwinire rizoba tukujya tubase kujye kitwamwegamu kandi tubase kujye kitwamumanyaho.
Yes, kwe bari mnonga ekikwatirine na entanda yerizoba twagira ngo it is how to live a healthy life, how to live a natural health life in a digital lifestyle. Ensi ehindukire ati dukumanya ntebekansa program nyaba niza ko sorry mirumwe nitekateka ngabaru kureba
Ram TV.
Yes, abari Ram TV nitekateka ngubarebe ndi muzona. So today for people who had not gotten my names, I'm Dr. Godfrey Muhumza, and I really work with Okata Wellness Solutions, and a company that is looking at the wellness of people, both physically, mentally, and the other structures. Actually, the first thing would have been health, now the wealth creation. Now, Entandayeri is over. What had brought us here is how to live a healthy, a natural health life in a digital lifestyle. Twine ebintu binje birombe baho, very many things are changing. Harkwempinda hinduka yobwire, there is a change in the weather. Harkwempinda hinduka omirire yitu, there is change in what we eat, in our eating styles. Harkwempinduka omikore yitu ebiturukora harkwempinduka omiture yitu where we live. People have migrated from villages to towns, and they have met a lot. You get harwempinduka magara gitu. Now I can talk about air pollution, for example. I can't andikena air pollution ningashi nimbasa kucheto muri nyankore mbasa kucheto muri nyankore it's a contamination of air kunko muri nyankore nitekateka nimbasa kucheta bata haruho okushishikara komwika guturukwisi. Exactly. Yes, okushishikara komwika komwisyo nitwisya omwisyo ogwa oxygen. It is the air we are supposed to breathe, and that is oxygen. But you realize that today we no longer breathe oxygen. Actually, we no longer breathe oxygen. We breathe oxygen, yes, but at a lower percentage because it has been mixed with other gases. A motorcycle is bypassing, a car is bypassing. You realize that we are going to have very many those are the gases that are going to the atmosphere. And at the end of it all, they mix up with the air that has been fresh, and we are supposed to actually breathe it. So the air has been polluted. That is one. Omwiko guturukwisya already gulimo butwa. Ekyakabiri, I will talk about water pollution. Amazing agaturukunywa nengashi amazing agaturukoso mu bwiro bwa bulijo. Realize that there is water pollution. Agamizi gakushishikara haba wenshi. Amazing agaturukunywa kugaruka bagashishikire, amazing agatapu okuba gapurifying and sutamwe ebintu bingi mnonga abo kubanyowe narebera aba National Water and Sewerage Corporation. Amazing batamwe ebintu bingi because namiza gitaga digital hariho amiza agito abitu yahizba wakireba so kikomesa nga mizi hine kirumu oba naga parkingire oba nimizi kikomesa ngo inaga ine kikozire ki ine kirumu. Then there is what is in that water. So then I talk about the food we eat. Today we eat processed food. Nturye mere ekozirwe twakirye mere hingirwe eyitukuba twehingire gite iko very fresh. If someone is take a mango, they eat a mango that has been kept for for a week, for days. Because the transportation from the village to the town, you realize that as abakuza kuba bari mu town, we are going to get this mango when it is actually past 2 days. Tutakubasa kurya umembogo fresh. The other thing is that these fruits these the same food. Let's say for those who take fruits, they are sprayed. They are sprayed. You realize that the food we are eating, I was talking about processed food, ninga shemere kozirwe. Nonyo yogurt, ebere bintu turye bintu ebitukusinga yokunda. Oza kurya chips, mwanga nizo za kwangwira, some of us don't cook. Nyombe ndiyo ninyichiri zo bunaherero kuteka. Nkaherera kuteka njira nkinkumi na mushanshu bire nira mnonga. So I ask myself, emirire yanje enjeri kunjere kushanga emirire yitu we eat processed food turye mere ekozirwe mnonga. Crisps, walire chips, walire kokesi chire butoto kumanya yekuru. So nibibi wabo tinechi wakoraho ko kandi birunja bujya buntu bija kugira ekibyagitaho, but they are not good for a natural health. Natural health as the topic for today, surely it is not good for the natural health. Because instead of that very food that has been cooked by someone actually in the cooking oil, how about if you prepare our own food naturally? So you realize that in the end, we cannot avoid it. We cannot avoid. Hate chibuzo chiringu ntubasa sita okutura ombera yiter natural. How can we live in a natural health but in a digital lifestyle? Yes, embera yite ya bulijo, we must be in towns, we must work, and we must go home when it is late. We must get happy. We go to the bars and take some. We must eat. Yes, we must eat. Nustego kurya. Nustego kuza home bara. I take some 1-2 beers. But the question is, at the end of taking the beer, what else have you done to your own health? Yes, amazing. Tekwa ganya kunka kwanda mizi. Because that ito abashawo nshiraga kugambira abantu munywa mizi. Kunka miza gahurire genyi ntakubasa kugirata. Takubasa gabwena. Then the other thing, basa kugamba bintu bitukusinga yo kwata na shibitu inomuntu kama sumu keji. Someone having a phone is very good, by the way. It is a very good gadget that can give you a lot if you want. Abarebi ba TV kubarargaha bija ku switching amasumu gabo and they are going to watch Ram TV. It is very good. But the question is, every time you're putting this phone on your ear, you see how my phone is covered. Every time oborono tekesimu ya wakutu, you're actually attracting some electrons into your own body. Harama shanyera zago kubano attracting go mubiri gwawe. Kuraba musumwe. Abandi we go an extra mile to use the phone when it is on a charger. You get? Exactly. And this is something that has actually happened and it is still continuing to happen. An old person, nomto, nomkuru, we are doing that. What can we do to make sure that these electrons are, yes, in the body? We cannot avoid, you cannot stay there without a phone. What should we do? Nobaso takuturaho omumbere eya burishe yita yira konka ombwire obo buturukuturamu ninga show generation eje turukuturamu. How best can we do it? You realize that it will still be hard because ebintu ebikusinga tukabyehara. Wow. So abinji ebe bintu ebyokumara kwerunda na byaba binji. The other thing I wanted to talk about is drugs. Emibazi. There are drugs of different types. I will talk about drugs in the pharmacies. Embazi ite ya buli kitu yitu kubahera.
Ona na manyeje mbazi bakose je yokutera.
Je abatsigaze. Hapana. Of course nayo. Nayo za kukigamba ngana language tekanyire. Omuntu someone cannot have headache and they go for kuba. No. But you realize that someone is going to have headache and go for Panadol.
Are they also a problem?
Yes, they are a problem because now when you take Panadol, take an example, paracetamol. This is a tablet that has been made, like one tablet has over 5 milligrams of acetamol. So the question is, if there are 5 milligrams, how much are you supposed to take within only a week or within 30 days? You realize someone takes a strip, those are 10 tablets, times 3 within 30 days. Hey, not even 30 days. Some take within 2 weeks, 1 week they have already taken a strip and plus.
Yeah.
John Panadol na gamba Panadol yonka. Of course there are other drugs arona nation bazi. Eitku yom pharmacy to nyine nyonko mushahindu kubasa kuherezo muntu kashangangwa. I've given you drugs but from the pharmacy, but how best can I regulate these drugs? We can no longer regulate ourselves because we have gotten a chance that we can treat ourselves. Today someone knows if they have malaria, the best thing they can do is actually going for Coartem or whatever because they know. Nana chimanya. So if you know, kwa beno chimango basa kosa Coartem, kungana basa kosa Coartem medical inganachi, you don't know the amount. So the moment these drugs come in, the moment the air come in, the moment the water comes in with its own contents, the moment the food that is processed comes in with an extra fat, an extra content, we realize beyond an visual correction to which to create free radicals. Free radicals nechigambo chorujungu it is kumkwegi tabikoreki bakweta free radicals ititabenje chitakumanya and free radicals nechigambo chorujungu chikumanya sobutwa. So the free radicals are toxins in the body. The moment they come into the body, they deteriorate everything. Zibazili toxins ninga free radicals zibazili nkakauka kukuwa koleba bacteria. So the moment they come into the body, what do? Echokubanza nezilia echeba kweta body cells. They eat up body cells. The free radicals eat up body cells because they have come into our bodies, brought about by what we take in, what we put in. So at the end of it all, you realize that free radicals, after eating up body cells, the cells start reducing slowly, which cells have been eaten up anyway. No tekateka cells ziha ezra abanze kulibwa narusho kuchendera. Which cells are going to be attacked first? You can't know. That's why today, in the same family of 7, one has pressure, the other one has diabetes, another one has ulcers. Family never yemwe tinemu pressure, tinemu sugar, tinemu diabetes, tinemu hepatitis B. The same family. Why? Iwotokumanya, the moment they come, it means these free radicals nizija kubanza zaria, they are going to eat up maybe cells of the liver. Out of nowhere, someone has hepatitis, or else they have liver cirrhosis, or else they are going to have liver cancer. Those are all illnesses of the liver. But it is all originating from what exactly? From the free radicals that we caused and imposed on ourselves. Exactly. Amashanyarazi, ezaruga, processed food, the free radicals from the water, the free radicals from the drugs, the free radicals from the sprayed fruits and whatever. You realize we cannot avoid. But even though we cannot avoid, there is a solution. I'm going to tell you the solution. So these free radicals continue. They will either eat up the gut cells, stomach, ninga shi ibondo. Oro muntu yango chibamujizire ngo chansha chifumuchire. Umuntu yarugo mirwaro mubamujira ngo chansha chifumuchire. You are from the hospital. They are telling you, do you know what? Your pancreas it has a problem. It has been bleached. It has a wound. The abdomen has ulcers. Abdominal ulcers ni nyingi, they are of different types. But you realize that at the end of it all, we are going to realize that they are still the cells that have been attacked. The body cells that are actually building the body. So at the end of it all, mutarwarachi ulcers. They have been attacked by ulcers. Why? Free radicals attack the cells in the stomach or in the abdomen, in the duodenum, in whichever part of that gut system or the alimentary canal. Obundi noshanga, I realize that cells, ezikuza kumanza kulibwa, the cells that are going to be attacked first are heart cells maybe. At the end of it all, someone has had high blood pressure. Why? Because the sodium chloride is a bit higher, and now that's why the blood is more concentrated because of the free radicals that are in the same blood. Now, this time around, they either have high or very low blood pressure because of the free radicals. Some other people, nibijaba funa echiva kweta hormonal imbalances. As I told you, zikanyira mu bakyala. Kunkana abashaija bine hormonal imbalances. Someone, a man can have males and females, they all have hormonal imbalances. At the end of it all, with hormonal imbalances, you realize that you're going to find in a family that is not balanced. A family that is not balanced. A man with a woman in the house, but they are like brothers and sisters. No one receives love from the other. Yes. Yes, anything small happens, a woman is, they start shouting. And a woman in a house who cannot be humble and give love, sure, that family must break. Anything must happen. Either they are going to raise children that are not well, or else the husband himself is going to get tortured. At the end of it all, they will stop either providing or else they will not function well wherever they are working. Very many things are going to happen to the body, and for men, we are actually disturbed by stress. There are things that kill men. Emotional things kill men more than even physical things. So you realize that abashaija nibasingayo kwitwa ebintu ebibakusingayo okuteekateekaho okusinga ebintu ebibakusinga okukwataho. And wenshonga egyo nikiba kireeserwe hormones, kandi hormones ezikuba zikyankaranisiibwe free radicals ninga shobutwa obwaruga omu bintu biri ebitukusingayo okukozesa. Hormones hino okuntu kubasa kukyeta hariho, I don't know okuntu kubasa kukyeta omu Runyankore, but what I can say, hormone nebe ine source, nebe ine aheru kurugirra. Katugambe nk'abakyara biine eshonga yaabwe y'okuza omu micwe. So abakyara biine eshonga yaabwe y'okuza omu micwe, hariho ekikureetera baaza omu micwe. Ekikubareetera baaza omu micwe ni hormones. Nibazeeta hormones. Olurimi orurungi rw'Orunyankore orukugamba hormones zito nomara tukashoma oruvungu. Tibarasiteera ebyo kugira ngu washoma hormones washoma omu Runyankore.
Konka hormones
nekyo kyakubasa kuleetera ekintu kubaho kandi omubiri gw'omuntu.
Wenu nkoko kora free radicals
zoza free radicals zoze hine kizakozinga negatively omumbeera embi. Free radicals ziba zitara hormones. So nimbaza kugira nti free radicals zine kizaleeta omubiri ekyabaho konka in a negative way, but hormones zine kizikuleetera omubiri kubaho but in a positive way.
Oh, I understand.
So you realize that that's how I can explain about hormones. So every other hormone has a gland.
Free radicals niziza zitahira n'enteekateeka y'omuntu.
Exactly. Noshanga obwonko nobukiraga ku bwonko, noshanga emikorere y'obwonko. Obwonko nabwo bwine cells, we have brain cells. So at noshanga free radicals za attackinga, or the free radicals attack the brain cells, for example. And you realize someone, the thinking, the stress they have in the mind is not because they think a lot, but because the brain itself, that its cells just have been attacked by the free radicals from somewhere. Yes. So you realize that someone functioning well or acting well or working well emotionally, they just need to have a calm mind. But the moment they have been attacked by the free radicals, that's why a man who was originally very well and calm, at a time they reach a point and they start shouting.
And
shouting at a family.
Not because bamurogere,
Not because they
ninga
have not been
kuziseki.
bewitched, please. They have not, but just a
Atanywire
little.
na njaga, atanywire na maro.
And the free radicals are more dangerous than even njaga and those other drugs, because the other ones act immediately, but the free radicals, they eat you up slowly. So they are all taking us away from the real deal of staying healthy and natural, living our natural health.
So how do we live our natural health?
Wow. So living our natural health, and in this generation, a digital generation, one, Okata Wellness Solutions has introduced to us what we call food supplements. Very many people have a negative mentality about food supplements, and of which I want to clear now. Ninyetaaga kugamba kigambo food supplements kugira nga abantu bije beyongere bachenge free radicals nizibaasa kuba nizikwatanaga zita na food supplements. Food supplements omurimo rw'orunyankore food supplements nikimanyisa okongerera emmere ningashe emmere eyokongerera twarire konka mami yaletaho amizi tugesta tunywa amizi noba wayongerera emmere yiwe waheza kurya. It is food supplementation. You have already eaten, but you need that extra fruit to take in. You have already taken supper, but there is that tea that you're supposed to take, or ice water, warm water, or just, cold water. It is called food supplementation. But today, it is also in a digital way that we need food supplementation in a way that you realize that today, since you have eaten chips, korowarya chips, amazima go galingo tukugira ngo ebirungo byona ebyabe byo mu mmere katugambe nk'ebitoshe ebitekire empogora n'ebitoshe birungi munonga. These are the bananas that are actually boiled. They are just good, but we normally don't take them. But we used to take them long ago. At the end of it all, you realize that it is very good to have the boiled, but you cannot get them now. What happens? You can actually take a supplement that has the real food elements that you missed in chips. You took chips, but a certain element was missing. So it means if you took chips and a certain element was missing, you can rather get the same element in the food supplement, because you have not been able to get the boiled matoke. Wachireba tuwafuna bitoche bitekire empogora konka n'oburo warya chips, at least wafuna food supplement yane basa kugira ekindi kiyayongeraho ekiwano basa kushanga mu bitoche bite by'empogora. Tukaba we are used to dodo, abantu bakaka kateka shiga eshoji bichi kandi ibintu byinshi munonga abantu babitiraga gukora okuteeka eryemere yiter nacho konka kibuzo kiri nkwere eryemere yiter nacho today ntukyagibwena tukaruga abazire bitu n'abazire bunga bakatukura tumurya omutawuni. They are trading, they are businessmen in town. They go home very late. A woman has been busy and a man has been busy. When they reach home, they want the fast foods. Of recent, into Zone Fresco Market and whichever supermarkets, and realize that you are going to buy that fast food, either a yogurt quickly, because you want to take a yogurt and rest, so that tomorrow you again wake up very early to go and work. So at the end of it all, you have taken the food that is missing a certain nutrient. So the nutrients we cannot get in a food supplement basically is meant to give us that nutrient you cannot get in the foods you would have eaten naturally. So the best way to live a natural health, to live our natural health in a digital lifestyle, in a digital generation, is by food supplementation. Okata Wellness Solutions has given us very good food supplements. As a medical worker, I've been recommending these products to actually our clients, and they're actually improving very, very well. It is food supplementation that has to take that. Please, people have to follow. Look for where Okata Wellness Solutions is and tell us and tell people to use those supplements. A year now, today we are in September. I've been recommending products for colon cleansing, It is called colon detox. It's one of the products that Okata Wellness Solutions has for us. When I was recommending it to our own clients, colon detox has been able to treat many people with the ulcers. I have recommended it to over 107 people today. It is a year.
So if I may ask, like food supplements, nizija zihamu the other thing you had told us about.
Exactly. Nizihamu butwa. They remove the free radicals. They neutralize them. The same way you see which detergent we use most, Omo, Magic, Magic. So you get Magic. You have put Magic in water and put a white cloth. At the end of it all, the same white cloth, there were dirt. There is dirt on the white cloth. Hariho oburofa omusate rukwera. Kwa rukufutamu detergent eriye ya Magic. Echeru kukora nehenda structures z'oburofa ate oburofa bugira buta buwamani bugira buta burugamu busigara omu maizi. The same way the free radicals do, because the moment the free radicals come and they reach into our bodies, they look for where the free radicals are. Obutwa burinkai, where are the toxins? Then they remove these toxins slowly. They cut them low, and now you realize that they come out within the excretion through sweat, through the excreta of urine, when you go to the latrine and all that. So those are the products I talk about. One of the reasons as to why I'm recommending Okata products or Okata food supplements is because I want to say this on media, because the world has to know. Ntekanga Abafrika nabatekwa kumanyeki. Omuzungu, a white man has been good, but I can't say that they will start on something that will benefit an African or a black man 100%. But Okata has been started on by an African. We still feel that they have brought the food supplements that are actually right for an African still. The other thing is that we have Earth's creation. We have trusted it for over 25 years when it is producing food supplements. And the same food supplements are actually being trusted by different people. So if they are trusted by different people over 25 countries, over 150 countries, we still feel that these products can still be used by Ugandans, Africans at large, and many other countries. That's why I recommend food supplements. So food supplementation is the best way to go to help us live in a digital generation, but living a natural health. Why? I won't stop eating chips. I won't stop eating chicken. I won't stop eating the fruits that have been... No, I may not stop because I'm in the town. I can't plant, I can't grow a mango my own self.
So besides food supplements, do you have any other way how we can live a healthy life in this digital world?
Wonderful. So today, the way I said it, we wanted to see how best can we live a natural health, but in a generation that is actually too much digital. It is true, there is another way. However, it is still the same way attached. For any other person who is able, no manyangu no basa kutura omumbere yawe eya burijo tokutura mutawuni ningashi obwiro bwingi noreba roho mwichimbe ninganira nawe yangira ngo wetakogesa mino omubazo gwaru kugura omubazo gwa mino gwito gwa burijo. No, we echaru kora, what does she do? When akozesa akanja ngunakosa obuti obana makara.
Actually, I had my brother, he's from Kampala. We kakubaijire we na jana makara.
Wonderful.
Actually, umwe akosa makara gomuka aganena, then he brushes, then amarachwera makara ayoze mukanwa, and I was like, kanimo mukuru go mutawuni kantumange mbazinho yabanduze kandi hatiwe katakuchenga.
That one is informed about natural health. At least he's informed. So for me, I knew ash. But this person, yes, Kashenda. ningashi iju abanyakore bariyeti iju
oruto mu kanwa oyozi mu kanwa
urunda wiju lya urucenshira urunda kati you don't put too much, you just nukwataka toka kwasamu you brush. Why? Iju rimo mwonyo, iju rimo mwonyo kandi omwonyo numurungi. Calcium is very just good for the teeth. Sodium chloride is good for the teeth ninunja. So omwonyo numurungi. Abandi kutweza kubrushinga, waweza kubrushinga mino gawe. This is the tip. Waweza kubrushinga mino gawe oyina omwonyo muka, especially haro omwonyo gwa kubanu gwiragura numurungi singo kwera ukawotine kwiragura koso kwera. The salt is different, but for whoever can access the salt, you have the salt. After brushing kwata omwonyo oguteka omukano, take the salt, the little portions of salt, put it in the mouth, just rinse and have that health. Why? The salt is going to help on actually making the teeth stronger. It is actually adding some value, some nutrient, that is calcium or sodium chloride to the teeth, and that's how it can be better. And for the others, of course, kokuna nachigambere, there is the other ways are just natural. Make sure you're taking water. Omuntu amizi nugo mabi kunkana gota kutingagari enough. Kwesha tobuto wate kinjito. You realize that there is water that is amizi namiza garaka hachiri. Kolono basa gete chira. Prepare your own water. If you can't prepare your own water and you have taken Renzor or whatsoever, some people take Nirvana, Agandi Nigai, Shiba, Westlake, whatever. I don't want to mention. Gamba was already a museum original Amabi Rukora, because every other person is in business. But what I can tell you, the best way would have been at least take a Mizagao. Hey, prepare your own water at least. That's the better. If you can't, then please, you have been using that water. Come for the food supplements. Tindukumanya nintekateka ngo n'ekintu kirungi, but aboza radio ariyo gumuntu okutekateka ngo nikija kutwaraho bwire, njija kutwaraho bwire oko actually ku bwena okata wellness solutions. Handike na mbeji eri 0 kaga na mwenda 58 For those in English, please write this contact down so that you can easily access food supplements from Okata Wellness Solutions. It is 0707 69 50 88. That is the number that you can actually use to reach Okata Wellness Solutions very quick and have the food supplements quickly delivered. Company kachangusiaho aho kubaho oruhona products nzibasa kwika.